Okay, we're going to start the meeting. Agenda item 1, call to order. 1.1, roll call and declaration of quorum.
Dr. Matusik,
Here.
Mr. Sumron, Mr. Lau,
Present.
Mrs. Charmison, here, Mr. Bain.
I'd like to welcome Jack and Barb, our usual suspects. Did you sign the speaker list, Barb? No? Jack? Okay, well, good. Very good. So no public comments, no one signed it, and no one spoke or talked to to Mr. Sternberger or I. So we'll move on to the consent agenda. Does anyone have anything they would like to remove from the consent agenda for further discussion or clarification? Seeing no concerns, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Dr. Matusik,
Yes.
Mr. Lau,
Aye.
Mrs. Charmison,
Yes.
Mr. Painter.
Aye.
Agenda item 4, new business. Do we have any new business?
No new business next.
All right. Agenda item 5, superintendent's report.
Wanted to go over House Bill 1087 with you as regards to the minimum salary schedule for certified employees. About 30 years ago, to retire at your age plus years of experience, and that used to be the rule of 80. And about 30 years ago is when it changed to the rule of 90. Well, when they changed it to the rule of 90, they didn't change from 25. 25 was the last year that you continued to get a raise, and they never did that. So a lot of people, for the last 25 years, once they hit that 25th year, which would put them about early 50s, depending on when they get through school and all that, but they'd have 5-6 years left to teach and not get anything. And so as part of a teacher retention, promotion of that, and then just to do what's right and get paid for those years, then they've put this in. Now, one of the things that they wanted was, schools have the choice, you can either do the hours or you can do the days. And if you do the days, you have to be 180 days. If you do the hours, it has to be 1,080 with a minimum of 165. So what they've done with this is, by putting this in, each school, you can still choose your hours or days, but they're added 6 hours for one school day, and that's now minimum of 166 if you choose hours, or if you do the days, it's 181. So later we'll come to you and we'll just continue to do the hours, but we do have to go to that 166 a day, which we're already at 166 days. There has been some schools that have been at 165 and have had to add a day back into their calendar. We don't have to do that. And so virtual days, this also addresses virtual days for schools that just take virtual days just because, not because of inclement weather, but just have them built in the calendar. Those no longer qualify. They do if it is weather related or emergency of some sort, but not just because. So a lot of schools would do that on Fridays, maybe in the spring, take out, that way kids can travel, and you don't have as many kids going you have so many kids going in high schools on Fridays. So you can't do that. So as you scroll through the law, and it basically, in legal terms, I gave you the Cliff Note version. Then you get to the page where it shows the proposed pay raises. I just want to remind you, we pay a little over $1,200 per line item on the minimum salary schedule. We also pay the 7% portion of teacher retirement that is that teacher's responsibility. So based on where they're at, that could put anywhere from $3,500 to $4,500 in our pocket that we're picking up the tab. So staying with that, I just kind of want to get everybody's opinion as we move through this. And of course, we'd have to come back and we'll have it certified or board approved, but wanted your thoughts. We have 24 employees that will qualify for this. Now, there is some money, we get the salary incentive aid through the state formula that you get a little bit of offset. I mean, it's obviously not the full amount. But there would be 24 of us. What would you roughly figure on average? That'd be about $140,000, $150,000. $140,000, $150,000
altogether.
altogether, yes. And so, I would recommend that those years 26 through 35, we just automatically plug that $1,200 back in like we had years 0 through 25. But wanted your opinion on what you think. That 1,200, that would account for 24 of them, $1,200 plus the benefits, you're looking at 35,000 is what, if you don't pay it.
Okay, so tell me again what the 1,200 is?
That's roughly what it's 1,220, isn't it?
1220, yes.
That we pay, so the minimum salary schedule, if it's 40 on 0 with a bachelor's, we pay
Mhm.
4120, 220. So,
And with the new House bill, it would be?
it doesn't change anything years 0 through 25. It just adds years 26 through 35.
Just 26, okay.
Yes, 26 through 35, and we have 25 people that would qualify for that. So if somebody was here on year 30 next year, they'll just go right to year 30.
So if we didn't keep the $1,200 in there, would they be taking a cut then?
Well, we figured it
I
up.
think that, I can't remember what year it was on.
It took 3 years.
I think so.
3 years. They would not take a cut because you can't pay a certified employee less than what they did the previous year for the same position. So nobody would take a pay cut.
They just-
But it would freeze, I think, if you happen to be in years 26, 27, and 28, I think it would, basically, you'd be frozen at what we currently pay for 3 years. And then, once it hit 29, it's either 28 or 29, then you'd jump back on that salary schedule. So just a little food for thought, I'll just move through that. And it's obviously not anything that we have to be decided tonight. This is something that just wanted to throw out there and get you kind of thinking about it, because like I said, it's going to be about 100.
Could you put that together in
You bet.
in a spreadsheet or something and show us how that's going to affect budget?
You bet.
I think that's probably what I need to
Okay.
have a little clarification on it.
You bet. That'd be 100, like I said, there's about 150,000 if you have that 1220 with it, and if you don't, you're looking at about 115, 120.
And maybe these guys understand it better than I do. but
I understand. I should add some. I'm a visual
Yeah, no,
person too.
I'm a visual person. I'd
Yeah.
like to see it and see how that's going to affect the budget and how that affects our staff members, because, we don't want to take anything away from them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would be inclined to just stay with that 1220
Okay.
through that, But
Okay.
So do you go back and pay any of those that are have been here 30 years? Or you
no,
go
they'll
back
just
points of
jump
that,
up.
or just-
They'll just go to their line item that they're at, but they won't receive back pay.
I see.
Okay, yeah, I will get something.
You'll get something
I'll get
together.
something put together for you on
All
that.
right, thank you.
And then had one resignation, Katie Matthews, took assistant principal job in El Reno, so congratulations to
Yeah.
her for.
Absolutely. Is that it?
That is it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sternberger. Agenda item 6, personnel.
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Anything I need to know before we move on?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Agenda item 6.1, discussion and possible board action regarding the employment of the following certified staff on a temporary contract for the 25-26 school year.
I would recommend to the board Vivianca Marquez for that early childhood teaching position.
I'll make a motion to employ Vivianica Marquez as the early childhood teacher on a temporary contract for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
Dr. Matusek?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
Aye.
Mrs. Charmison?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Agenda item 6.2, discussion and possible board action regarding the following extra duty assignments for the 24-25 school year.
So the reason I'm coming to you a little late on this is Aaron Pitts had helped with track, but it also, after he won the election on sheriff, he didn't know how much, he knew he could do it, but he didn't know exactly how much and what have you. So I said, well, let's wait till the season, see how much you're able to attend, and we'll just kind of prorate it. So with that, that's why we came up with, and that's not the full amount, I think that's about 75%, but that's the
Right.
$1,200, so I'd recommend that to the board. And that is for work already done.
So moved.
Second.
Dr. Matusek?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
Aye.
Mrs. Charmison?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
And I can vouch that Mr. Pitts was there and does a good job.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Agenda item 6.3, discussion and possible board action regarding the employment of the following support staff for the 25-26 school year and the remainder of the 24-25 year
I'd recommend Emily Evans as monitor
for the walking track.
for the walking track, yes.
So moved.
Second.
Dr. Matusek?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
Aye.
Mrs. Charmison?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Okay. Agenda item 6.4, discussion and possible board action regarding the support salary schedule for the 25-26 school year.
So I can't remember how long it's been since we have updated the proposed, what the current hourly wage is on the years of service to the proposed. And I apologize in advance, I didn't do like a budget impact. Roughly, you're looking at, I can't remember how many full-time, but we have right at 40 support employees. And so based on that, you're looking at probably anywhere from about a $70,000 to $80,000 pay raise for total budget. But it has been a while since we've done this, I think.
I want to say it's been,
My
maybe
first
4 or
year,
5 years.
I think it was my first year that
I was thinking 2020.
we upped it, or was it?
It may have been 21.
Okay. And so, called around to a few schools, visited with superintendents, just collected some information, trying to make sure, in some areas we'd fallen behind, in others we were, a little bit ahead, but in the overall scheme of things, it's all about the same.
Okay. So it looks like it's roughly anywhere from $2 to $1 per hour pay rate.
I would say on average $1.25,
$1.25.
$1.50.
I know we rely heavily on our support staff.
And we're pretty fortunate, we really are. Yeah. And I think that, very deserving of that as we get into the new year.
I'll make a motion to approve the proposed increase in support salary for the 25-26 school year as listed
Second.
on the pay scale.
Dr. Matusek?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
Aye.
Mrs. Charmison?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Agenda item 7, adjournment. Do we have a motion? I'll make one. I move to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Dr. Matusek?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
Aye.
Mrs. Charmison?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes.